The following Best of Central Florida program is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Welcome to the Best of Central Florida from Melbourne, Florida. Happy to be here, joined as always by my beautiful co-host, Makaila Nichols. Makaila, how are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to learn.
You're not so great at math, is what I've been told.
Neither are you.
I mean, you can use a calculator, okay? But
yeah, don't come at me like that. You're not good at math either. 2 plus 2 is a little bit complicated for you at times.
It is. It is. We are here at the Coral Reef Academy here in Melbourne for our Best in Education episode. We are back to school now.
Yes.
Great time for parents. You know what I'm talking about. But we love this episode. We like talking about how to help our children, and that's what we're going to do today. Are you ready?
I am.
Here's what we will do, a very quick break. When we return, the best in education in all of Central Florida.
It is never a bad time to prioritize your health, your well-being. That is why I come to Bellam Wellness. I'm joined by Dr. Zaidi. You are a primary care physician first and foremost, but you started Bellam Wellness. Tell me a little bit about why you started it.
Bellam actually has been my passion from quite some time. I wanted to do something a little bit more than the primary care, so we can take care of patients from inside out. We want them to feel better.
It means beautiful soul, right?
Beautiful soul, absolutely.
And I love that because not only do you offer some aesthetic services, but pain management, you really do it all. Tell me about some of the other services you offer here.
The main is, which I love the most, is my laser services.
I love it too. That's where I get my laser hair removal.
So the most common, as you know, is our laser hair removal, but we do the fine lines, wrinkles, scars.
Spider veins.
Spider veins, absolutely. That's one of my favorite to perform, actually, because you can see the results instantaneously. And scars, as I mentioned, and brown spots, pigmented spots.
Because we all have something that we're a little insecure about because we always look in the mirror, but you really help people find the beauty within themselves and kind of fix those little imperfections along the way. Dr. Zaidi, I trust you with all my aesthetic related services.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And your family is so inspirational. I love the husband, the kids, all of them. I really enjoy coming here.
Thank you so much. And we look forward to continue giving service to you and the whole of the Central Florida.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. If you want to check out this amazing list of services, look no further than Bellam Wellness.
The Best of Central Florida, Makaila's Choice, is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
It is back to school time here in the Sunshine State, and we are starting education off early. We're joined by Tara Ball at Coral Reef Academy. Tara, you literally, I mean, we've been standing here for a couple minutes and the kids are pounding on the door like they want to come in. They're like, Mom, Dad, please drop me off at Coral Reef Academy because I want to come hang out, see my friends. Just everyone is smiling faces. How does it feel seeing all these kids and just their families be so excited to come back to school?
I will say at Coral Reef Academy, and our heart and soul is with these children and creating a loving, nurturing, caring environment where they're excited to come to school and learn every day.
2 locations and they are just absolutely thriving. I mean,
thank you.
Even the cafeteria. Can we talk about the cafeteria for a second? Because the moment no, seriously, like when I walked in, I love that you guys have your cafeteria separate from the classrooms. Why is that?
Yes. So ages 2 and up do eat in the cafeteria. It helps keep the classrooms as clean as possible, and cleanliness is one of our top priorities here. Also, it does create a kind of cafeteria vibe for our VPKers to kind of help them bridge that transition to kindergarten and the real public school, a little bit larger
I was going to say, that's a big deal when you can like eat in a cafeteria, but you're starting them off young. You're really helping them with those day-to-day experiences. And one of the things I love about Coral Reef is you really spend time with like each child. You know, the classrooms are smaller and the teachers are really hands-on. Why is that?
Yes. So as an accredited center, we do have a lower teacher-child ratio than other centers in the area. Now with that, we are able to provide, and it is our goal to provide each child with care to meet their individual needs, because every child from birth And all through our program, each child does have their own individual needs that we are working to meet. Creating a loving, nurturing environment is at the core of our philosophy. So our teachers and our team know that every interaction with the children in the classrooms, that is at the core of it, creating a loving environment so that they feel safe and loved, because children cannot learn unless they're feeling safe and loved.
Absolutely. And I mean, I feel loved when I just walked right in because I'm looking at the classrooms. I mean, even like the dolphins and like the themes, like, you know, the turtles, it kind of gives you that sense of belonging. And I think that's so important, especially when you're little. I mean, it can be a little overwhelming to start kind of school for the first time, but you guys really kind of break down the barriers and make people feel safe and at home while also learning.
Yes, I will say the Coral Reef Academy, you know, that is founded from our thoughts on the coral reef, which is one of the world's most diverse ecosystems. And just like the coral reefs, we celebrate diversity and welcome every family from all backgrounds and all cultures and include that in our program.
That's awesome. I mean, when you can teach that, just the inclusion and just celebrate everyone's differences from an early age, I think the world is a much better place. You got to start them young because that's what it's about, truly. And the curriculum, you got to start education early. What's your curriculum program like here?
So we do use the creative curriculum, and part of our core philosophy is learning through play. Learning through play is so important.
That's a great way to learn, by the way. Learning through play, that's how I want to learn.
So when we're creating our lesson plans and planning our activities for the children in our program, it is our goal that we're creating activities where they're engaged in learning and having fun while they're doing it.
It's important. I mean, you got to have fun while you're learning, or else you're probably, I mean, for me personally, if I'm not having fun while I'm learning, I'm probably just going to go whoop, like straight over my head. And I think that's so important because you want these kids to be excited about schools. And your staff. How does your staff feel every day that their awesome students come in?
I would say our staff are at the heart of our program. Our staff are here every day excited to welcome their children into our program with open, loving arms. As an accredited center, our lead teachers do hold certificates and degrees in early childhood education. With their abundance of knowledge and great ideas that they bring to our team, we are able to create an engaging, loving, creative learning environment for all of our students.
I feel it right out of the gate. As soon as I walked in, I was, this is
kids bang out, they're like, oh, let me in.
I would take my children to. There's just no doubt about it. I feel a sense of trust, love, family as soon as I walk in.
Excitement. I feel excitement. It makes me want to go back to being preschool.
I want to go
again.
check out the cafeteria myself.
Oh, I know. We should definitely like go and sit down with Tara and just kind of hang out in the cafeteria and hang out with some kiddies. Well, do yourself a favor. If you are looking for an amazing preschool to send your child to, look no further than Coral Reef Academy.
Duane has become such a big part of our lives. Keeps us cool at the house, of course, too. Sergio has been a big part of that. Introduced us to Duane through Old Dash. I'm seeing Duane more and more, Sergio. I feel like Duane has come into this market and really changed things up in some ways. It's given people an alternative. How is Duane really taking over here in this market?
Really well. I mean, we've been here already 7 years, but it's a very competitive market. So coming into the great Central Florida area and having a brand that provides the quality at the right price, you know, it's been very good for us and for the consumer, you know, having this alternative as a value brand.
Yeah, it's been a blessing for us as well. So much so that we're here now at Daytona International Speedway. Did I say it right? We're back in the pits. This is my first time in the pits, by the way.
Wow.
She was bragging the whole time here, like, oh, me and my dad went to the pits all the time. This is my first time in the pits. You're going to be racing the Duane car today. How do you feel? Do you feel nerves before the race or no?
Well, yes, a little bit always. I mean, it's a very intense, high adrenaline sport, and you know, you're sitting there, and we're going to be doing the enduro, so it's an hour stint I'll be doing. So a lot of concentration, a lot of sweating in there. So you know, but it's fast.
How hot is it in there for real when you're out there? Yeah,
it get hot, but I mean, we have a cooling system. You cannot see it, but I have it inside, and we have a cooler that puts cold water through my body. So, but it's fun.
I'm predicting a big win for you today. We're going to watch. I think the Duane car with Sergio is going to win this thing today.
Absolutely.
What do you think? I mean, if I was betting, I would say we're going to win. Sergio, good luck to you today, buddy.
Thank you for coming by, man.
Good luck. Stay safe, of course. Try to stay cool in there if you could. And do yourself a favor. Check out Duane today.
The Best of Central Florida is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Briefly back here in the studio with Makaila. We're heading back out on the road here in just a moment. Special day today, though, celebrating the Lake Mary Little League boys, of course. That was an amazing parade. So happy we could share it here with you. But also, a lot of those kids, I don't know, a lot of them like to go to a certain place in Lake Mary, a restaurant that we very much enjoy. And with school just starting, my daughter started first grade actually this year. And the one place she wanted to go, we decided we would take her to celebrate back to school for her at Bubbakoo's Burritos. I love it.
I do too. I mean, it's great food.
Are you ready?
I am.
All right, here we go now to Bubbakoo's Burritos in Lake Mary. I feel like I'm cheating in some ways right now, I gotta tell you, because I'm about 4 minutes from my house. My daughter is here having one of her favorite quesadillas at one of our favorite places. We're here at Bubbakoo's Burritos in Lake Mary, Florida. Makayla's joining me. We love coming here.
I mean, why wouldn't I
But
love
for the
coming?
first time, we're meeting the owner, Bobby Patel. Bobby, thank you for having us, buddy. How are you?
Pleasure to have you guys here.
So when I try to describe Bubbakoo's, I think fusion, because I don't know exactly how to describe it. How do you describe Bubbakoo's?
Well, I'll describe it. It's a Tex-Mex with a little twist. So we're a little different than all the other. Yeah, a little flair. We're a little different than the other Tex-Mex. You know, we have some signature flavors you can add to your food. All our food is fresh. We love what we do. And the way I would say we're different is, for us, it's not just about putting the food out there. You know, it matters how the food's going to taste on your plate. So that's how we're different from everyone else.
And when I think of some other places, I think of maybe going there by yourself on a random Tuesday night. When I think of Bubbakoo's, I think of you bring your family and your kids here as well.
Yes, that's the idea. It's like it's very welcoming. You come here with your kids, hang out. It's a good ambiance. We have a good patio, nice fountain. Sit here as long as you want, and just have a good time.
You think about burritos and you think about bowls, and I say that because I'm the burrito guy.
I'm a bowl
Yes.
person.
She's the bowl
So
person.
it's like
Obviously, that's why she looks how she looks and I look how I look. But it's really both. There's really a lot of things here for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely burrito team and team bowls too.
What are you on?
I'm team burrito.
Okay, yeah, thank you. What's up?
Definitely.
What
Team
a-
burrito all the way. But we also, I love our nachos. When people ask me what's your favorite thing, I'm like, one of my favorite things is our nacho. We have an entree called burrito dia, which is basically everything you get on a burrito goes inside a quesadilla.
Whoa.
So if you
okay,
can't
that's
pick,
up my alley.
best of both worlds.
I'm just the burrito. Mine always just goes everywhere.
Yep.
That's like a challenge
That's why.
I have.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'll have the bowl.
There you go. Now you can
Now
try
I
a
have a new
quesadilla.
thing. I'm
yeah,
100%
of course.
getting there.
Yeah, for the dads after a baseball game or whatever, you can always have a beer as well.
Best part. Yes. As many beers as you want.
I love it. And my daughter Mila, who never comes on any shoots with us, is here today. You were nice enough to give her a quesadilla, and she won't even come on camera really with us because she's enjoying the quesadilla so much. The kids love the food.
They do. They really do. They love our food. They love our desserts. We have a fried Oreo, which kids love a lot. Not a lot of places that make that.
Hang on. I'm
Yeah.
like, and adults love
Yeah.
that.
Adults love that too.
Loves
Oh, yeah.
that.
Did you hear that, Mila? You're getting an Oreo after this. You want one? She said absolutely.
And the fries. I'm obsessed with
Yes.
the fries. There's something to be said about the curly fry.
It's really, when I talk about the ownership here, though, and the Patel family, you, your brother, with everyone involved, it's really a family-owned environment as well. How did you
Yes.
guys get involved?
Honestly, we just love cooking.
Yeah.
So we wanted to put good food out, and we looked around different ideas we had, and we were like, okay, fresh food on plate. How can we get fresh, delicious food with a little twist? We love spicy food too. So this kind of just worked out. It's like food for everyone. If you love spice, if you don't like spice, different flavors. And we started this, and I have a wonderful crew. It makes a big difference. So.
In a lot
A
of
lot
ways.
of women back there too, and you
Yes.
were raving about them earlier. They're incredible, and you really hold their hand, and you're teaching them life skills, which is awesome and speaks to who you are too.
I mean, that's my goal. Is it's not me. When people tell me like it's a great restaurant, you're doing good, I'm like, it's not me. It's people. It's them. They're the one. They're the reason why I'm here. They're the reason why we're so successful, and I really give them credit highly.
In a lot of ways, Bubbakoo's has created something different. This is just different. It's one of a kind in so many ways. How would you describe the difference that you've created?
Oh man, The vision was you go to all these different places and get Mexican food or Tex-Mex, but you don't really. It's just almost the same exact thing you get everywhere. So the way we were different was we hold pride in our signature flavors that we have that you can add on top of your meal. So let's say you like spicy food, but like you really don't like spicy food, you like sweet food. You can make your entree in a different style. So that's how we're a little different. At the same time, it's not just about okay, what are we gonna have tonight? A burrito or a bowl? Or your daughter doesn't really want a burrito or a bowl. She can come here and have nachos, or you can have a quesadilla. So there's something for everyone. That's the idea. That's how we're different. Not just a burrito or a bowl, but more options on your entrees.
And people come here from all over, of course, but we are here in Lake Mary. Let's be honest, the place that I live, the place Makaila lives. How important has the Lake Mary community been to Bubbakoo's?
Extremely. I mean, they're the reason why we're here. I love the support that we get from them. We have a very high repeat, regulars that come in and support us. They love the food. All the clinics, the hospitals, medical offices, they're like my biggest customers. Lake Mary PD, Fire Department, they're like all our regulars. They really keep us,
Those are good people to have.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love them. We love serving them. We appreciate what they do. Lake Mary's great.
The Patel family, honestly, a wonderful family. We're lucky to have you guys here. How long have you been in Central Florida now?
Oh, wow. Central Florida, 4 years.
4 years?
My brother's been here 10 years. Right. I moved here from Connecticut, so
welcome.
It was a good move.
No winter times here
I definitely don't miss the snow.
Bubbakoo's Burritos. So great to meet you. We're about to eat a lot more.
I'm about to go in for the fried Oreo.
Sure. Do yourself a favor. Get up here to Lake Mary. Get up here to Bubbakoo's Burritos. A little something for everyone. Healthy if you want to be healthy. Burritos, nachos.
Fried Oreos if you don't want to be healthy.
Fried Oreos also. We'll talk to you soon as Best of Central Florida continues. If you own a house, you must listen up. I'm here at Delat Turf, and they really do it all when it comes to outdoor living for you. Artificial grass, putting greens, pergolas, pavers, the whole shebang, and outdoor kitchens as well. Ryan is here. People come to you. They own a house, right? And they walk outside and say, I don't like this. I live in Florida. I want my outdoor living to be amazing, and it's just not. How do you help?
We come in, we design a whole backyard if they want us to, or whatever they're looking to do, and we get it done for them.
The putting greens too, every time I drive by a house, I see a putting green. I'm like, that is a rich, rich man. It's not just for rich people.
It's not. Actually, putting greens can be anything from mild to wild is the best way to describe it. So we can do small or we can do very large.
Now, I don't know exactly what I want. I just know I don't love my outdoor living space. How much does it cost to have you come out, meet with me, and tell me what I should do with my outdoor space?
The best part about this is the estimates are free.
And this free estimate can be yours right now. There's a QR code on the screen, the phone number on the screen as well. You should call them today. I love it. You're a big outdoor living girl as well. What do you think about the artificial grass? And you, obviously Stella.
I think about my dog, obviously, and I think about low maintenance because your girl does a lot around the house already, so the last thing I want to do is more stuff.
This artificial grass looks great all year round, and for my pet,
yes.
How does it work out together?
They're all pet friendly, so it's perfect.
I love it. Ryan, keep up the great work. I'm so blown away by what you guys are doing here. I can't wait.
I think we need a pergola.
We need a pergola for sure so much. Hit the QR code on the screen right now. Change your life today.
The best of Central Florida, Justin's Choice, is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Great job today, as always.
Great job to you. You're always so nice to me.
Say that.
Well, no, because you always say it to me.
That's the first time you've ever said that.
Yeah, you just, well.
What?
No, I'll leave it. No,
let's be honest here. I kind of want to deal with this right now because every time on the show, I'm like, wonderful job today. You did amazing.
Yeah, but
and
you're like that person in like team sports where you're like, good, that was a good shot, or good this, or good that. Like, I don't say anything. I'm just like, nice job.
Speaking of sports, we were very engaged with the Lake Mary Little League team, of course. Great to see their parade today. We had fun out there.
It was absolutely amazing.
So at the beginning, because you try to pretend like you don't like sports. That's just how, except for football, the Bills, of course.
Of course.
And you're like, I can't believe you're watching 12-year-old kids play baseball. By game 2, She would
I was
not keep her
hooked.
eyes. You were
Yes.
hooked, and I'm not sure if you were actually hooked or it's because your mom also was hooked on it too.
Yeah, no, Cheryl really got me into it, but it's awesome to watch these young men just go out there and chase their dreams. So.
Now, chase your dreams, one, but now think about how cool they are at their schools now that they're back in school.
They're super popular for sure.
Next-
More popular than you, in fact.
I was pretty popular. I mean, I was.
Not like that kind of popular.
Were you?
Yeah,
you
but
wrote
not to
no,
this
you wrote a
level.
book about not being so popular if you think about it. What?
Wow,
You
someone's just
did.
bringing up laundry, huh?
Well, talk about your book, because I've read your book. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You wrote a book about school.
I did. I wrote a book called Blatantly Honest, Normal Teen, Abnormal Life. You can buy it on Amazon or through my foundation, Blatantly Honest, which is blatantlyhonest.org. It's a great, good guide for being a teenager.
Thank you very much. Job today.
Job to you.
Thank you to our amazing team here, including our editor, as Derek just called him, Ryan. Ryan did great today, way more than an editor. Most importantly, thank you, and we'll see you again next week for more Best of Central Florida.
The preceding Best of Central Florida program was sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
If you own a home, listen up. The roof is the most important part of your home. Who do you call to make sure your roof is still ready to go and tackle the storms? Universal Roof and Contracting, of course. Justin is here. Corey is here. Hurricane season, right in the middle of it, I guess. A lot of people are saying, I'll just wait till the storm rolls through, then deal with my house. How good of an idea is that, Corey?
Not a good idea.
Yeah.
Not a good idea at all. No, I mean, they are calling for a pretty active storm season. Of course, we don't know when and where something might hit. But because of the nature of Florida and how brutal it is on roofs, the best ideology is being proactive. Let us come out ahead of the game, make sure that your roof is in good working standing order, so that if you do get hit by a storm, it's not going to make its way into the interior of your home and cause even more issues. And it's free for us to come out. We know what to look for. We're trained in storm damage. We see bad designs on roofs all the time that have led to problems, and we know how to resolve those problems. And so it's really important to get ahead of that rather than wait until the damage is already too far gone.
What do you think?
I think that's the best plan of attack for you procrastinators out there. If you're not going to be proactive, being urgent is the next best thing. That's when the storm does pass, you start to notice something, you're going to want to give us a call so that you can get kind of ahead in the line. When we do have a storm pass through our region, lead times go out, material allocation gets tougher, and you'll be put on the back burner of a lot of contractors and take a lot longer. You'll be seeing blue tarps on your roof and home for a lot longer than they need to be. So being urgent is the next best thing if you don't want to be proactive.
You make payment easy.
We do, yeah. We understand it's a big undertaking to purchase a roof. We have flexible financing options. We have payment plans. That's something that we spend time sitting at your kitchen table, laying out a plan, a next step for you, amongst the scope of work and everything else. How are you going to pay for this? And we help you do that.
Be prepared. Protect your home. The QR code is on the screen right now. Universal Roof and Contracting can come see you today.